Hi, Taurus. This is Mary with SayreSeer Tarot. I apologize for being late on your reading, your December reading. Would typically be for the first half, but it'll may apply to what's already happened in the last week or so. And moving forward, may not have happened yet. Depends on what timeline we're on. So I honestly was really struggling. I was like 3 or 4 days, and I was able to snap out of it today. So really, really good. I feel way better. I don't know. It was like a purge. You know. We'll talk about it. It'll probably come out in the reading. That's what I'm hearing. Because it's really personal and it's kind of embarrassing. Well, I'll just say it. I was feeling sorry for myself. I couldn't get out of the funk because I was feeling sorry for myself. And so I just had to admit the nonsense that was spinning around in my head. It was nonsense. It was all, I think, when we would get in our pity party and how that would continue to spin until you speak it, until you tell somebody how, just somebody you trust, just let me vent, like kind of like nobody cares. I'm not really loved. And we know that that's not true, but we feel that way sometimes. And it's okay. Because as soon as it comes out of our mouth, sometimes we realize that it's baloney. But it's something about something about, I don't know, an old habit, something that needs to be kicked out. And I knew darn well that it wasn't serving me and that it was not the truth. And so I have a really good relationship with my daughter, and I just couldn't get out of this funk. And it was draining my energy. I was allowing it to drain my energy, put it that way. And so, but instead of avoiding it and saying, no, I'm not feeling that, I needed to honor that part. Maybe it's that broken child, the child that felt like she didn't have anybody or she didn't matter, and I hope that helps you in some way. Okay. So this is a Lightworker's Oracle card right here. It's Orbs of Light. I think it's a little bit bright here. Okay. Orbs of Light. Okay. And this is 40, which 40 is 4. 4 always reminds me of angel numbers. 4 is foundation. Okay. So the next card is the Ellie Wee Oracle. It's kind of women of heroines and type of women. Legendary type of women. So Primavera, this is she who begins, launch, actualize, and potential. Oh, I like the butterflies. Butterflies are always about transformation and freedom, right? Freedom. Butterflies and there's like leaves, like a vine. Okay, Taurus. And it can be some energy that's attached, that's like trying to squish you a little bit, that's attaching to those thoughts. I'm bringing light and speaking to them. I'm at least for me, it purged whatever control they had. Yeah, but it's those things that it's hard to speak out loud that you're even there. But I think we all get there sometimes. So this is shared inspiration. This card's been coming out quite a bit. And this is throw yourself into a new project, be willing to let go of time constraints and rules, and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. So that's really nice. Let's look at Orbs of Light, because I do not have that one memorized. Okay, I just had the book. All right. Orbs of Light. The spiritual worlds are delivering a message to you. You may have already heard it through telepathic reception and mistaken it for your own thought. Yet it is inspired by your higher guidance, those spiritual beings that love you without condition. It is an answer to a question and guidance to increase your happiness. To access information for these orbs of light, be open to seeing them more clearly. Whether directly with your own energies, vision through clairvoyance, or through photographs or other means, you can use the invocation below. I call upon the unconditionally loving orbs of light. Please bring me information, healing, and joy. I open my heart to the loving presence of the higher spiritual worlds here and now. I ask to see, feel, and know the loving intelligence of the orbs of light in ways that are relaxing, encouraging, joyful, and kind. I ask for the orbs of light to bring peace and blessings to this space, to consecrate it as sacred, and to protect it so that only energies of light, love, and higher consciousness may enter. May the unconditionally loving orbs of light bless all those who can benefit from their presence. Through divine love and my own free will, so be it. And I usually don't do invocations because I'm super careful. That's just me. Just me. But that was really beautiful. They said, just read it. And so the good news is I got to read that for me also. And because it's always about sacred and safety and space, what we bring into our space, what we invocate. But that's just me again. I'm super careful with that stuff. So they also talk about asking your higher self to help with an issue, you know. And the orbs or lights are actually spiritual beings that they could be your guides. They could be just others that were sent to help you in this moment, you know. Like I felt like at the moment I was speaking the silliness of my thoughts that were having me trapped, that they were taking them away as I spoke the words. The old energy that we've been hanging on to, the bad habits, I mean, the habits that haven't served us, maybe keep us kind of down. It is time to release as much of that as we can because it does keep us trapped, you know. Okay, so I'm going to read this other one, this here, Primavera. So this is She Who Begins, celebrates the birth of all things in nature. She welcomes the rising sun as a herald of each new day. Delicate vines echo the fine chain she wears as her crown. Excuse me. Rather than becoming part of the vine, she moves into the next moment. Everything she honors has a fresh start. The grapes will be transformed into wine, and the butterflies will lay eggs for the next generation of caterpillars. All things in her purview launch something else, so Primavera rejoices in the potentials of all things beginning. This card urges you to get started. Whatever has been on your mind and in your heart, this is your moment to begin. Commit to the journey ahead by facing the dawn. You are being called forth to set the match to the fuse. It's time to light things up and take the next bold step. Spread your wings and put a smile on your face as you greet the next good thing coming into your life. Like Primavera, open yourself to beginnings. Open yourself to beginnings. It's time to actualize your potential. These are some questions for you, Taurus. What do I want to start? Am I doing everything I can to actualize my potential? What new beginnings are happening right now? And the other one is, what do I need to leave behind? What is no longer serving me? Okay. Shared inspiration. This talks about a new project, being willing to let go of time constraints, doing something that fills your heart with joy, and you lose track of time. This is, if you're wondering where to start, maybe you can think about what fills your heart with joy. what you always wanted to do, but you felt like you didn't have time. Okay, so we're going to look. This is really, excuse me, I'm so sorry about my throat chakra. It usually happens with Taurus. Okay, so we're going to look at Primavera about what we need to start, okay? The Empress. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this. This is you, Taurus. That's right. Taurus and Libra. Okay. Upright. Bountiful, fertile, loving, pure potential, able to create, nurturing, Gaia, growth. And you know what this orbs of light also talked about, being in nature to receive the messages. Okay, let's get another card there for the Empress, and that's divine, the divine feminine energy. It's really wonderful. 3 is a number of community and working with others also. So I have the world reversed. So when we get the world reversed, it's something isn't over. Then I have the Tower reversed. So it's almost as if something needs to fall here. The Tower reverse is trying to avoid the tower falling. It could be rebuilding from it, but because the world is in reverse, it tells me something isn't over. Something needs to end. Something needs to end so the creation can happen. She who begins. We get one more card there. What is it that we need to leave behind? Or is this something we need to leave behind? Please be clear with the answer. Okay. 2 of Fire. It was a choice. So the question is here, are you still on the fence about a choice? Or maybe a choice was... No, you're not on the fence. A wrong choice was made. Okay. The wrong choice was made. The wrong path was taken. So what is it that you need from this to close this cycle? Why is the cycle not closed? 13 minutes. Because... So it's kind of like 9 of Earth is upright, is single, ready to mingle card. And I love Sacha Bonison. Anyway, and but it's being successful single. And reverse is like maybe there's a fear that you cannot be successful single, or you don't want to be single. So you took a path, maybe chose somebody that you're not happy with. Maybe you're afraid, somebody's afraid of letting that fall and ending that cycle to walk into the new, start this in this new place. Okay, let's look at the orbs of light and see what kind of information we have there. Okay, that could go another way. But I'm just going to leave it there for a minute. We'll see what happens in the orbs of light, okay? Six of Fire. And I'm just listening to what I'm being... Okay. So the 6 of Fire, 6 of Wands, this is orbs of light. This is chaos, okay? This is getting past the chaos. So 6 of Wands is... No, sorry. 6 of Wands is... Upright is victory. It's a hero's parade. Reversed it's no victory. Okay, please give me another card. 3 of Fire. So not getting what you thought you would get out of this. Not receiving the rewards. 3 of Air. Just heartbreak, but needing to get above the heartbreak and betrayal. Wow. Taurus, what happened? Okay. All right. So I have the Moon. This is a dark secret. It was something that was really hidden below the surface, unable to see it, unable to reach it. It's like that bad programming. That's what I say with that one reversed. It's like the thing that's hidden so far, it controls reactions, situations without us even knowing it. It's like a bug in our program. But it's based on trauma usually, okay? 6 of Air, but getting... The 6 of Air is moving to a better place. It's that going to safety, leaving a toxic situation, leaving the toxicity behind. My words do that when I read. I don't usually have trouble with enunciations, but when I read, I get my words confused. I don't know if it's the element of spirit connecting so strong that somebody in there doesn't know the words. It's so weird. But, I don't give myself over in any way. It just comes like through the same channel. Okay. Heaven forbid I relinquish any kind of control. Leaving the toxicity behind. See, now I know how to say that word. It's so weird. Let me look at this. No success, not getting what you deserve, and even to get above the betrayal and pain. But this program thing keeps running, but going away to safety. Safety, get into a safe place. It's still unresolved. That's still unresolved, okay? So, let's talk about the shared inspiration, okay? This is throwing yourself into a new project. So, it's unresolved because it's based on fear and trauma, okay? And that's what's been enabling you or to settle for less in some way, okay? When you know your worth, there's a part of you that knows your worth, that knows you deserve better, but still, there you are settling for what you don't deserve, getting what you don't deserve, not putting yourself first, not taking the high road. And that means in a lot of different ways. Not settling. That doesn't mean doing this, but doing this. I'm empowered. 10 of Earth is that is like, it's a legacy card. It's a good legacy. It's abundance and family and leaving behind a healthy, beautiful legacy for generations. This is the inspiration. Time stands still. Temperance 14. This is going to possibly help you get back into balance. Mind, body, and spirit. Alchemize everything that's happened in your life. This is, it allows, when we lose track of time, it allows spirit to go through us and heal some way. It also helps bring the messages up with all the orbs and the help from spirit to clear it. Because you're not focusing on what you don't have. You're focusing on what you love. There's a big difference. It puts you in a totally different vibration. Temperance is also Sagittarius. I also have the moon here. That is, some people say it's Pisces. I think it can be any water sign. Okay, let's keep going here. It's getting long. Okay, I have the 9 of Fire. This is the wounded warrior to give up. This is the feeling, I'm just going to give up on what I've been fighting for. I don't have to fight anymore. And then the Four of Earth is the foundation. Can I still fight for this? Give up. So there's a lot of wishy-washy energy. I'm here, I'm there, I'm here, I'm there, I'm here, I'm there. And, okay. One of the things that they're telling me is that you need to decide what you really want. If you still have love for this person, and it's more than just not wanting to be alone, not wanting to start over, because there's a fear thing there, but there's also heartbreak. Somebody you thought you could build with, something you thought you could build with, whether if it's not somebody, it's family, or it's a job, or something that you were very passionate about. It's not over. I mean, you can close a cycle, but it's not a good place to be in the middle anymore. Maybe it's time to take a stand and speak what you want. Like how I was vulnerable with my daughter and I said all the silly things I was feeling. Maybe it's time that if you still have the significant others, to tell them all the silly things that you thought about that make you unhappy. Maybe you need to be that vulnerable. Somebody needs to be vulnerable here. Because I don't see you really wanting to walk away. But this stuff that's running, excuse me, at least you underneath is hurting you over and over and over again. And you can't stay, but it's like this. Can't be good for either one of you. So just something to think about. 22 minutes, longer than I anticipated. Excuse me. So sorry about my throat chakra. Speak. Yes, speak the words that you need to say. Speak about, it might be good to start with yourself. Put that tape or consider putting that tape to rest that you've been allowing to play in your head. That you don't have to be the wounded warrior. You can get up and say, look, I'm going to dump this. If you laugh at me, then laugh at me. If you don't, or if you laugh at me, then let's talk about it. Maybe I can laugh too at me. It's just a laugh. It's no big deal. We survived that. All the things we survived, somebody laughing at our silly thoughts, our insecure feelings, is no big deal. Look at what you've been through, right? Sometimes I forget to take those out. That can be a wild card. So what would you like to happen? There's your wild card. Name it. Would you like to have the strength to do this? Would you like to have the strength to walk away? Ask for help. Ask for help if you still don't know. Feathers soaring. Never gotten this one. Feathers soaring. Nature's wisdom. All right. Feathers give you the ability to soar to new heights. You will be able to go where you have never gone before. Hold on and enjoy the ride. So, feather. Okay, here's a situation down here that keeps happening, okay? If we don't know what to do with. No, you need to begin. If you want to begin your love affair with your spouse again, with the person that you still love and is tortured over, then go do it. But get up here and look at it and ask yourself, your higher self, and your orbs, the orbs around you that we ask to come in and help. Ask them, how do I fix it? What do I need to see here? Maybe it's about being vulnerable, Taurus. Maybe it's about asking for help. Not to solve this moment. That's not it. Being vulnerable enough to accept the help. And to try to put that bull away. Put the bull away for a minute. The stubbornness. That ego, nobody can tell me what to do. Of course nobody can. They're suggestions. It's your life. It's your choice. But being so unchangeable is why sometimes patterns keep repeating. Love you, Taurus. You deserve good things. You deserve the love that you've always wanted. We all do. Take care.